This ain't no goddamn coincidence. This motherfucker came over here like that. This is why they pushing that shit up, putting a light on Mexicans. That's how he got that motherfucking hate me, because now he can scream discrimination. This motherfucker's a goddamn Mexican over the goddamn wall. A legal immigrant, once again, putting a black man out of job. I am consaco. This is another episode of Are You Serious? Now, we're going to get straight into it. Lil Pump has signed what he said is an $8 million deal for one project, which is a fucking lie. We know that that's not true. You just signed an $8 million deal for 7 years with the Warner Brothers once again. I just want to say this first before we get into the whole Trump coming and looking for him about, the Dreamers program and shit like that, and him being an immigrant and everything. What we need to talk about first is, why would a label spend $8 million in this market right now? You know what I'm saying? Where music has become, you're now pretty much, I don't know who you are if you buy music right now. And everything is free. A Drake fan is what I call you, because you can't get that shit. But Lil Pump is a streaming artist, whatever like that. He's for the youth, and that's why you win. I guess the reason why Warner Brothers would sign Lil Pump is because Warner Brothers feels like, if we have this motherfucker over here, this is where the light shines. So now we can sign other artists. We spend $8 million on this one artist, but at least we don't have to spend any more money on any other artists to build them up, because we're Warner Brothers. We're the people who have Lil Pump, the biggest artist in the game right now, which is how it looks. It looks like Lil Pump, so we'll spend whatever to make him look like the biggest artist. So behind the scenes, we can have a whole bunch of little artists who ain't getting paid a motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? But they can say that they're on the same label as Warner Brothers. So just saying that means a lot. You know what I'm saying? So Warner Brothers has no artists. But if they have Lil Pump, now you can say we have Lil Pump, Ski Flea, Diamond Eye, Diamond Deuce, and Phil Lyles. You know what I'm saying? All these motherfuckers that don't mean shit, but you can start off with Lil Pump or end with Lil Pump, whatever like that. Or we can't forget Lil Pump. You know what I'm saying? So you're bossing up in the game because you're somebody. I think they saw him leaving as another disparaging mark on their record, saying this is another reason why you shouldn't fuck with Warner Brothers. Lil Pump left after getting $2 million and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that was a marketing move to say that this is Lil Pump's home, and knowing that if you have one of the biggest streaming artists on your label, you can put a whole bunch of other little artists on that label, because you gotta look at it like a spotlight. If the circumference of where the spotlight hit is this big, and you have one person and the size of a person is this big, you know what I'm saying, like this big, but the whole light is this big. Okay, so now you can have a whole bunch of little artists all around that one artist, whatever like that, and as the spotlight hits them, you can blow them up also, whatever like that. So off this one person that you spend $8 million on, you know what I'm saying, you can also be working on these other artists that are talented, or just get you an artist up the street and make him act like a Lil Pump, whatever like that, and knock him out the spot, whatever. This is a business. As a business person, you know it's not no love there, because they had to spend $8 million to win that $2 million that they lost with him that they gave him at first. You know what I'm saying? So it's not no love there. This is all business. He needs to understand that they just paid him to fuck him over. You know what I'm saying? Like, here you go, $8 million, but we finna get something out your ass. You know what I'm saying? We couldn't do what we wanted to do with you with that $2 million. We couldn't finish the plan. So we're gonna pay you $8 million so you can stay here, so we can finish this plan off like how we was trying to do. Whether the label's trying to expose you or not, the best thing for a label is beef within the label. Meaning, get one artist, I don't know what label did that, I don't know if it was, the Tupac or Biggie days or whatever the fuck like that, but if you got two artists on the same label that's beefing, controversy sells at all times. You can look at the analytics and it'll tell you that whenever two artists are beefing, that's when their sales are the highest. So let me get one artist, you know what I'm saying, big ass artists, whatever like that. Get a small artist. What the big artists I don't fuck with. The smaller artists I really fuck with, whatever like that. Get him to beef with him, and then we can even make this the one we spent money on. We'll make him look bad because that's gonna bring up this artist that we actually fuck with, and we didn't even pay him a percentage of what we gave this motherfucker, but we need his name. The kids have chosen this one person. Bring him over here so we can destroy his career. After those 7 years, Lil Pump will be no more. You can already see it in his face because he's a Mexican. You can see it in his face that he's not going to have the only thing that's saving him right now, which is his image. His image is the only thing, you know, the little kids are fucking with it. You can run that shit down the Dreamers line. You can run that shit down immigration lines. You can run his image because it works on so many levels. When he starts opening up about how he jumped the fence and you know, getting into America was important to him and shit like that, it's gonna create an argument for all the Trump supporters and shit like that who are saying build the wall, because they're gonna say, look at what got over the wall. This little speak Mexican motherfucker was able to get over here, and now he's poisoning our children. You know what I'm saying? This is why you have artists like whoever the fuck that little Mexican nigga was, some little fat ass little chubby little boy. You know what I'm saying? Talking the birds fly high and all this weird ass shit. Like, the fuck are you talking about? You like the motherfucker was 15 years old, but I can't say shit about it because we're letting people, like I say again, Lil Xan and all these little retarded fucking children into this shit, whatever like that, and it's cool for some reason. You got Lil Xan, Slim Jesus. Look up all these names. I'm telling you, these are just trash ass artists that talk about drugs and killing people. They know they're not about that shit, whatever like that. And you have their fucking spokesperson at this time, which is Lil Pump. Lil Pump still got that myth. Talking about drinking lean and shit like let's get out. Like he's a stupid kid, whatever like that. So in that sense, I can't really blame him. But on the business end of it, I see what Warner Brothers is doing, and as a fan of music, it's like this is what's going on. This would deter any artist, true artist of music. Fuck it, this music in general. Any artist of music, this would deter you from wanting to do music because you see what's on top of the food chain at this point in time. You know what I'm saying? I understand that we're trying to, you know, do Mexican right and immigration and all I feel holy is a taco bitch. But you know, we got Daddy Yankee, we got Pitbull. They have their papers together. You know what I mean? This motherfucker doesn't have his papers. He's running from INS. You know what I'm saying? Warner Brothers gave him $8 million only. You know how much money that is in Mexican money? That's like 1 billion pesos. He's finna go back and be a fucking drug lord like his fucking uncle now. You think he ain't in MS-13? You see the fucking tattoos? This motherfucker MS-13. This motherfucker's a fucking, this is little Diego's son. And shit like that, these motherfuckers. And I think that shit came from Dora the Explorer. I think Dora the Explorer was the prelude to this fucking Dreamers and goddamn immigration situation we got going on. You think that Trump talking about this wall and this motherfucker right here, this Mexican motherfucker, is fucking a coincidence? This ain't no goddamn coincidence. This motherfucker came over here like that. This is why they pushing that shit up, putting a light on Mexicans. That's how he got that motherfucking hate me, because now he can scream discrimination. This motherfucker's a goddamn Mexican over the goddamn wall. Illegal immigrant, once again, putting a black man out of job. Illegal alien, once again, putting a black man out of job. Except he not doing the work better than black folk do. He not doing it more efficient than black folk do. He doing it, but I mean, I really can't say that because you trash ass niggas is fucking the game up for everybody. Can you see now how you fucking up the game? Because you let niggas who ain't good at this shit win. I fuck with all the good Mexican rappers. Esto es mi yo tengo todo que necesitas, todas las mujeres me aman. Estoy listo para irme a casa. Mi nombre es Micho. Consaco. I fuck with my Mexican people, but what it comes down to is this motherfucker right here just got $8 million for destroying the minds of the children. And I really can't put that all on his head because, you know, niggas do the same thing. But this is a nigga job. Cutting grass and doing all that outside work was niggas' job. These Mexicans come through and doing that shit for, you know what I'm saying? For burrito, niggas don't want number $20 there. These motherfuckers come through on some fajita, burrito, no hable, or burrito, yeah. You know, cinco. So, you know, that's what that is. But, you know, I think that, you know, whenever INS gets him, let's go ahead and get him out of there. But, you know, I think that they got recording studios in Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Like, going over there with that duck ass shit. But we need to make a close, all seriousness. We need to really make it to where there's requirements, you know what I'm saying, in order for the fans to buy into the music. We have way too many lame-ass white boys in here. We got way too many lame-ass immigrants. Lame ones. There's a Mexican named Ayo. A Mexican named Ayo. His name is Ayo. A-Y-O and Eric. Look him up. Whatever like that. He can actually rap, though. But we have a lot of different cultures in music. There's no issue with that. But if you're not good at this music and shit like that, no matter what race, niggas included, especially niggas, because you're making us look bad. You're the ones who let this shit happen. It wouldn't have trickled down this bad if we would have kept a bar, a standard to say, if you're not at least this good. Jeezy came in saying, fuck, I'm a real nigga and I don't like rappers, whatever like that. But that was just his image. The whole time he was perfecting his craft. He was trying to get good at music. Now you see Jeezy being some sort of lyricist. Even Gucci Mane, Boosie, these people have styles. These motherfuckers are really freestyling. They're garbage. These are trash ass rappers. But because the minds of the children are becoming mush to where you're getting to know the artist before you even hear their music. This is why I tell every artist that I'm promoting and manage, I tell them that who you are matters 100 times more than what you can do in the studio. What comes out when you go in the studio doesn't matter at all if what comes out in your personality on your social media and in your interviews, if that's trash, if that's lame, fuck how good the music is, because nobody's gonna give a fuck. There's too many ultra rappers. There was some nigga who rap like Eminem and shit like that, but who the fuck gives a fuck? Who is this motherfucker? You have to be somebody, and this is why people get thrown off and get thrown into reality TV and loving hip hop, because and it can work for people like Cardi B and your girl K Michelle and shit like that. But as far as niggas go, you shouldn't be put in those situations. If you're an upcoming artist, you go in that hole and pop the fuck off, then you'll rock out. And Lil Scrappy got a lot more fans off of that show for whatever fucking reason, but because they saw him more. But these were casual listeners to music. These weren't, you know, hip hop heads. They weren't. They're not deep in music and the industry and the business of it at all. All they cared about was K Michelle throwing candles and Erica and Bambi, and that's all they cared about. And just seeing Scrappy as a person made them listen to his music. So your personality and what comes out on camera without music is what matters when the beat's playing and shit like that. So you have to remember that as an artist, we see this shit every day that, you know what I'm saying, niggas who can't rap are winning. Why is that? It's because they're relating to the people that matter, the people who are buying fucking streams, which is the fucking kids. So I hate to say it, but you know, those songs, me as a promoter manager and someone who puts artists in positions to win with music, I want an artist who does not mind doing dance music, who wouldn't mind going on Love and Hip Hop and shit like that, because that would extend my arm and the connections I could make and shit like that. As far as an artist, you know what I'm saying, if I'm a rapper and shit like that, if I go in the studio and I'm doing music, whatever like that, I wouldn't be able to do that kind of music, which is why you get someone who can. You know what I'm saying? You know, if I don't want to, you know, do hot roof work, I like doing inside cabinet work, whatever like that. That means I have to find somebody who can do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's all that is. That's what leverage is. You get someone to do a job that you don't want to do so that you have time to do something else. That's what true leverage is. Little business lesson. So that's what's going on with Lil Pump and shit like that. Congratulations to him for making that $8 million. Anybody who comes from nothing and gets something, I can fuck with them, whatever like that. It's just when you're destroying music. I can't say you're destroying music. I can't, you know, legitly put a title on his head saying he's destroying something when it was already fucked up when he got here. If this shit wasn't fucked up, he would have never got in. That's what that is. So, thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. This has been a Big Facts Podcast. I'm A.O. Consaco. Are You Serious? The series. Fuck with it. Heavily share it when you see it. Also, I want you motherfuckers to remember, if they're not trying to copy the shit you do, you're not doing shit. We're rocking.